Okay, I'm back, and guess what? I didn't kill myself just yet. It's still in the works. That's still in the works. I'm still probably gonna try to kill myself soon or one day here soon. Do not care to live past 30. Shit, I don't even care to live past 25, and I'm 23. So, um, sorry if you see me licking my teeth. I just ate what's it called? A burrito, and I don't like stuff in my teeth when I'm talking, so it's embarrassing. Regardless, I just came another revelation hit me. You know how in the first two videos or first first two videos, mainly first video, I was talking about how we live in the playpen of a twisted mad god. That god is part of reality itself. It can bend reality, manipulate reality, do anything, because that god is reality itself, especially in this dimension. Well, going off on that, a revelation hit me, and I know you're gonna think, oh, he's even more insane than he was in the first two videos. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm insane. I mean, I have mental health issues like OCD really bad and different things like that, but that's besides the point. Um, excuse me. Going back and just throughout history and everything, there's been battles between each and all of these religions. Excuse me, I'm really gassy. There's been battles between all these religions, all of that, and so what, yada yada yada. Uh, that same being is, like I said, this is my belief, but it's even more or less. It's to me, I know this and just instinctually feeling it. I know it to be true, but it's still a belief, just like how other people believe things. It's still a belief. Obviously, I don't have no 100% evidence to be true, but I have had experiences and to fit with what I believe. All of that going on what I'm saying. The God of this reality controls the religions. Religion is obviously a tool to control people, to control the masses, to keep you from, recognizing your own worth. Everybody's special. Everybody's worthy to be alive if they want to be, and if you don't want to be alive, well then, that's your right too. Uh, but everybody's special. Recognize your own worth. Don't put all your worth in some being that doesn't give a fuck about you. That's well known. But um, what I was going off was this, and there's words I use to describe this entity. There's many of words I use to describe them. The puppeteer. That's one word I use to describe it. The demiurge. That's the most common people use. Uh, the string puller and the chaos bringer. These are all four terms that I use to describe this entity that is reality itself to a degree. I don't know how much. I know there's other entities like underneath this that like aliens that have technology that can potentially progress to other dimensions, further dimensions, all of that. The reptilians, and I know you're thinking, oh shit, here we go talking about that. Well, there's a lot of theories and even like evidence. I wouldn't even say evidence, but there's a lot of theories that go around saying that okay, that there's something up with these people keep talking about reptilians. It's everywhere. Reptilians. I do believe they have access. These beings have access to technology beyond our understanding that could potentially traverse dimensional stuff. But that's still a lot of underneath. That's still way underneath the being of what I'm talking about. The demiurge, the thing that controls reality itself, the universe itself. The universe. People say, "Oh, the universe can, be grateful, positivity, universe, all this bullshit." They don't realize the same thing. They're saying that it's just the same God that's in the Bible, Islam, Judaism. It's that same being. So when you're saying like pray to the universe, give thanks to the universe, no, don't give thanks to the universe. The universe doesn't give a shit about you. And I'm just being honest. Uh, that's the sad truth. And so, I don't even know how I got carried off on the other thing about even mentioned talking about the reptilians, or I just call them aliens. I mean that's what they are, aliens. I say reptilians, any species of aliens, any of that. I don't really get too far into that. Uh, because I just don't, because there's too much. It's too much for me to think about. I'm focused on this one being alone, the demiurge itself, not really what beings that are underneath that, but still have high access technology, potentially even aliens that are involved with humans. Especially if you get down to like the disgusting evil acts that humans being commit, and how we're basically like some people, some humans, which I don't even want to call them humans, but some humans work with these beings, these evil, disgusting beings, to like work together to like trade them like humans. And like there's a big theories about and that like these rings, slave trading rings and sex trafficking rings, all of these people, they're trading like people out to these aliens for meat because they eat us. Like there's a, just look into that theory. That's a crazy one, but it seems like there might be some truth to it. I mean, shit, nothing surprises me now after the release of the Epstein files. Nothing does. Like some of the evil, wicked, and disgustingly vile shit that our government has been doing, and people across the world that have or elites or whatever the fuck you want to call them, actors, our president, for Christ's sakes, just all of this disgustingly wicked shit. But that's besides the point. But I keep getting off track. Sorry, I'm ADHD really bad. It's just one another my fallacies or problems I have to deal with. OCD, ADHD, and the list goes on. But back to the point. I had a revelation just when I was in there making coffee. Excuse me. This chaos bringer wants chaos. It will pin one religion against the other, even though it's a god from both of them, which is insane. It's wicked. It's vile, insane. But damn, sorry. That's another one of the problems I have to deal with. Like I have gas all the time. Anyway, back to the point, because I know some people's attention spans are like as short as a shrimp, and so they can't watch a video for more than like 2 minutes, which I get it. My attention span is short. I understand completely. So if you've even made it this far, thank you for staying this long, and please hear me out what I gotta say. Also, you can skip it too. I should have mentioned that at the I'll add that clip in there. Skip to like 7 minutes or something. I'll add that at the beginning. I'll try to anyway. I'm not good with like editing and Photoshop, or editing and I said Photoshop, but I meant to like editing videos and all that goofy shit. I'm not really that good with that, so I'll try to figure out a way to skip to this part in the beginning of the video, so people don't have to listen on to my rambling or whatever, because I ramble a lot. The revelation that stripped me though about the Demiurge, the Chaos Bringer, is it's a puppeteer. It pulls strings from both sides, every religion. It created religion in general just to farm human beings' energy. That's why I created religion. It's a farming device. It farms our energy, but also it keeps people under control. It keeps people under control from progressing with not only what they're in themselves, but also technology-wise. It keeps that under bay, because technology is science, and science is magic. If you want to get down to it, people can one day, if they're allowed, if they understand what I'm saying, and they progress and quit religion, focus on themselves, focus on the future of humanity, do good things for humanity, not for a god that doesn't give a fuck about you. Damn. But anyway, as I was going on, this being, if we develop the technology, we could potentially surpassing dimensions. And I know there's aliens like that don't want us to achieve that level. They want us to keep us at the level we are. They don't want us gaining access to technology that can potentially even to travel beyond dimensions, because that, in a way, we could find a way to be more powerful than they are. That's the absolute worst thing they could, or the last thing they want, because they want to keep consuming us, eating us. And that has to go with the god, the Demiurge as well, the all-seeing eye, that being. That's a part of it as well. Anyway, this Demiurge, and this is the revelation I came with. I was thinking, okay, like, all the evil shit's happened in the past, all the wars between religions, all of this shit has been brought on by this one god that every religion worships, but they don't know it. They think it's their individual special god, which it's not. If anything, it's just an archetypal construct from the same being. It's the same being, but it has a slightly different personality, but it's coming from the same being. Kind of like you want to say, oh, the Holy Trinity in the Bible, but it's the same thing here. He said it's one God, and all religions come from that one God, but there's different personality like constructs between each religion, but it's still the same God that's pulling the strings and making them go with the war with each other. Palestine versus Israel, all this stupid wars for a stupid God that doesn't care. It just wants to bring chaos and steal your energy. And sometimes it'll do things for said followers, maybe, if it feels like it. That's that saying, I think I said this before in a previous video, oh, God works in mysterious ways. No, God does not work in a mysterious way. God only works in ways that it sees fit and doesn't lose the most energy. It's only going to give you a little here and a little there because it doesn't want to spend its energy to do so, because energy is precious to that being. It would not be as powerful as it is today if it wasn't for the massive amounts of energy that it has already received over centuries and centuries. You don't feed the monster. And Christians, Islam's, Judaism's, Jewish people, whatever the fuck. Don't feed the monster. You quit feeding your God, then you'll start to see things. It'll cry out in desperation. That's how it gets its power. Your energy. I don't know if to say there is a being above all of this that is this infinite energy source that maybe is within us, and that's what that God seeks to crave. It gets its life force from us, and so it lives because of us. And so there's something above that. I'm not sure about that. I don't see how it could be, because if you have any power whatsoever, and you let the things that have happened in this world, and look at the things that recently just came out with the files or whatever, but we already knew there was theories around Hollywood already being fucked up. But look, this even proves our theories. Like, a lot of conspiracy theories are real. Not all of them, for sure. I'm not gonna say all of them. Obviously, the world is round. It's a sphere. There's some conspiracy theories that are fucking stupid, but like, there's some conspiracy theories that if it rings kind of true in there, it makes you think, well, that was just how it was with Hollywood years ago. Oh, they're doing all this terrible, wickedly disgusting, vile, evil shit to people and children, and look what happens. It's the truth. It's fucking outrageous, but this goes hand in hand with, like, this God doesn't give a fuck about humanity. And if there is something above this God, an infinite good energy or whatever, I still don't believe how that could be the case, because how could you sit by and let wicked shit like this happen? For at least centuries now, if you go back and even to the before the Hollywood bullshit, people back in the day doing wicked shit. You get what I'm saying. But this, and that's how we got to the Revelation. Revelation is the Holocaust. It happened, but the Holocaust was brought on by the very God that the Jews worship. That's the Revelation. The very God that the Jews worship, the same God that the Christians worship, and the same God that the Islam people worship. The Holocaust was brought on by that same God. It literally pulled the strings. Because I'm pretty sure I heard this from somewhere, and I don't fact check me on this because I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Hitler was a Christian. I am pretty sure, and he said he got these messages from Christ. Look that up, though, because if I'm wrong, okay, shame on me. I'm sorry, I'm wrong about that. I'm pretty sure that I heard correctly that Hitler was Christian, and he got this prophecy, whatever bullshit. But like the prophecy thing, I don't know. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I heard Hitler was Christian. The stuff he did was wicked, vile, evil, disgusting. Well, he did that to Jewish people, but it wouldn't surprise me, and this is another theory, belief, it wouldn't surprise me that the Chaos Bringer, like I said, brought that upon the Jews just to prove a point. Just like the Chaos Bringer brought upon Nero to persecute all the Christians, just to prove a point. It would not surprise me at all if that's what happened. Just to prove a point. Just to fit the narrative of the religion. To make it seem more true. To keep people believing in this wicked being. That's what this is all about, to fit that narrative. So like, you'll see some things happen in the world. It's like, oh, this is kind of coinciding with the Bible. Or the Torah. Or the Quran. These things happen kind of coinciding with these events. Yeah, it's happening because the string puller, the eye, the all-see, the universe, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The demiurge is what, the main name. What's it called? They worship this God, and that God is putting them against one another because it's a game to it, and wants to fit the narrative of each and every religion to keep them religions active. To keep the religion active, Christianity to keep Islam active, to keep Judaism active. It literally manipulates reality, causes wars, genocide, murder, all these terrible things to fit the narrative of that religion. Oh, Christians are persecuted. No, they're not. They're not persecuted, but they were back in the day. Oh, what do you think did that? The very God they worship did that. It made them events happen because that very God is reality itself. It controls this reality. Everything you see, touch, feel, that is alive. That is part of that being. And so, me saying this, probably not good. It can hear it. No shit, it can fucking hear it. I don't care. I mean, I would like to think there is something actually good and gives a fuck out there. But then again, I don't at the same time, because how can you be good, any good at all, and see things that have happened in this world today, not only today, but in the past, and be like, okay, I'm good, but I didn't help out. Yeah, it looks more and more like there's nothing good out there. There's just is or ain't. That's what it seems like. Anyway, that was a revelation I came across, that all these wars, like back in the day, the Holocaust, the persecution of Christians, like, what was it, Roman dude, Nero, I think it was, that did it. I'm not pretty sure it was Nero that did it. Whatever Roman motherfucker that killed all the Christians. Sad stuff for them, sad stuff for the Jewish people. Not saying it isn't sad, not saying it didn't happen. It definitely happened. The Holocaust happened. The persecution of Christians happened back in the day, happens. But now it's like, okay, you think about it, the very same God that they worshipped, the people that died, was the very same God that did that to them. Now talk about evil. People worship you, and you have them killed and persecuted like a monster. And because you control reality, you're in a way, you have access to people's mind, you can control their thoughts to a degree. It's fucking insane. It really is insane. And also, even if the God doesn't control reality, if you can control people's minds to a degree, then you can control reality to a degree, because the observer controls their reality, or controls their life to a degree. Again, do you see what I'm saying? Like, if my brain was completely controlled by something else, which I don't think it is, I think I'm awake enough or conscious enough to know that what truly lies beyond the veil. I'm not a Gnostic. Once again, I've said this. Have views similar toward them though, but I don't see, like, Gnosticism believe there is of Sophia and this eternal being, this infinite being that they also believe Christ was. I don't really believe that Christ was anything of importance at all. And that's just my humble opinion. I don't believe he was important at all. He may have done something, may have not have. I definitely know for a fact that he didn't die on the fucking cross for your sins and rise again. That's bullshit. That's to make you feel guilty. The demiurge constructed that story in the minds of humans and in man to make you feel guilty, and in return, because you feel guilty and you're afraid to go to eternal damnation, you give praise and you give your energy to this God. And he eats it up like it's a ribeye steak. He takes your energy and eats it up like it's a ribeye steak. Motherfucker goes ham. Especially the truly devout evangelists, whatever the fuck how you pronounce it. They just lose their complete lives to this being. Goes with Muslims, goes with this being. Like, he's lapping it up. It is eating you for breakfast, bro. Christians need to snap out of it. Jews need to snap out of it. Islam people, Muslims, you need to snap out of it. And even maybe Buddhists and Hindus are attached to the same being. I don't know for a fact. Wouldn't surprise me. But anyway, that's my revelation I had. All these wars and shit, and even this shit going on right now. Like, if you think about it, and I saw this comment on Instagram today, and I was like, I don't know how true that is. I don't know if it is or not. But if it is true, it would not surprise me. A lot of people that are in the elite are Christians. Or a lot of people that are up in government. People in the government are Christians. That doesn't surprise me. Like, it really doesn't. It doesn't. But if that's not true, then on my behalf, I'm sorry. But it doesn't surprise me. Even a little bit. I saw that comment on Instagram today, and I was like, well, it's not shocking. But if it's true or not, I don't know for a fact, because I didn't dig deeper into it or whatnot. Burping like a motherfucker. You just have to excuse that. Anyway, I'm done here. That was a revelation that I came across. I know it took 19 or 20 minutes, now that I'm looking at it, to even complete this video, but for one revelation that I had. But I hope you finish the video because it's important shit. Wake these people up. It's not good. Become aware of what you live in, of reality, the matrix, if you want to call it. Conserve your energy. Don't give it to any being that you can't see or hear. Feeling's a whole different story completely, because yeah, that the spiritual energy, you can feel that, but like, don't give your energy to something you can't hear or see or have conversations with, that you can actually build trust in that way. And I know a lot of people are going to, like, spiritualist people, would be like, well, that's not fair, because you can feel things. Feeling things is good. You're right. Feeling things is good. It's good to feel things, but also it's not good to be taken advantage of because of how you feel. That's literally what these religions do, is to take advantage of you because of how you feel. It creates a story to make you feel guilty. It's using your feelings. It's betraying your trust and using your feelings. It's lying to you and making you feel guilty. It's lying to you and making you feel fearful. It's using your feelings and your emotions and using it against you, so you worship said being to keep you in their clutches, to keep feeding off of you. They're desperate for your energy. So what I'm saying is, protect your energy. And yeah, it's okay to feel things, but don't believe and give your energy to something you're not 100% certain is on your side or is the truth. Because, I mean, who knows what lies after death? No one does. There are a lot of stories you can look up that kind of make you think. Stories that have truth, from apparent truth, from religions even. But there's also a lot of stories that don't, that have nothing to do with religions. People waking up and saying they're showed different parts of their life. Some people wake up and say there's different stories from different folks. And so, look into that if you're interested. It's interesting for sure. I have, but who knows what's after life. But I just was saying, like, I guess the main message is don't, at the end of this video, the main message would be protect your energy and live your life the way you feel you need to live it, within reason. And be true to yourself and be true to others. No hate. Peace. Peace and love. At the end of the day.